now ready for 3 rounds in the amateur thigh 54-kilo weight class. And now introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, representing Origins Dublin. Please welcome Ray Toe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, set to make his way to the red corner of the ring, representing Carryduff. Please welcome Kori Walsh.
Had seen when they came into the ring, we would have seen the fighters bless the ropes. 3 arm extensions over the top rope, bring them back to their head, and that's just blessing the ring. There's a lot of these traditions, and as the night goes on, we'll see a little bit more of this as it turns pro, and we can run into a little bit more detail on some of these Thai traditions.
Beautiful body kick to open from the Carryduff man.
Aggression being the main focus on his style as a southpaw again.
Eats a big kick to the body, but lands some beautiful hooks.
This is where the boxing can stand out. This is where that Western boxing, wider stance, throw hands. If you can't box with them, you got to clinch.
And these aren't traditional Thai hooks we're seeing. We're actually seeing those little bits of Western boxing.
Yeah, I would say amateur boxing, as he turns his hand over, you see that looping Russian style hook. Again, that southpaw left kick, he just needs to keep that up. But again, great pace, but this pace can burn out. This is anaerobically fantastic, but this has an egg timer on it. This can burn out fast.
Walsh is stringing his attacks together beautifully, working the hands, finishing with the kick. His level changes are wonderful here, working the head and the body.
Absolutely, yeah, and we can see he's light on his feet. He's found his rhythm early. He needs to keep that going now.
And I think he's stunned Ray a couple of times here with some good shots.
Yeah, I wouldn't be walking forward against the southpaw like that. You're just going to be open for a stiff jab, left cross down the middle, or one of them big left kicks. That's the staple of a southpaw style. There we go, more kicks like that.
Solid kick to the body, body's up. But then that hook to straight combination and then finishing to the body is fantastic for Walsh. And I think he may have actually taken the wind out of the sails of Ray a little bit here. Ray not really firing back with much ferocity at all.
Yeah.
He's eating some big shots here.
There we go, more aggression.
A lot more productive.
He needs to match that aggression and match that energy. Last 10 seconds. Or maybe not, that was the corner banging. Usually signifies a 10-second countdown. Skip teep. Well, maybe it was 10 seconds. I do like them techniques, them skip teeps, but not when we're behind on points.
Again, to our second round of what has been a fantastic showcase so far for Kori Walsh.
Walsh going back into that southpaw. Stance, big left kick.
Keep an eye out for the hook to straight combination. That's beautiful combination work again.
And you know, people watching at home, how does an orthodox, how does a right-handed fighter fight a left-handed fighter? They're carbon copies, they're mirror images of each other. The jab and the back kick will score on the open side of the body. It's just who can impose that game plan early on.
Again, is that adjustment period for the orthodox fighter, given that not a lot of gyms have that many southpaws knocking around?
And it's quite difficult to train an amateur to deal with everything else that they have to worry about in fight camp: diet, food, their personal life, everything that goes in camp. They now have to worry about how the hell do you fight someone that's a natural, aggressive southpaw. That's another level.
Oh, that check was felt there. See, there's a misconception that checking the kick is defensive and that's it. It still hurts to check a kick. Well, spinning attack from Ray, but he eats a big shot right down the pipe.
At this, there we go. We need to see that clinch straight away. When you're ever being overwhelmed in Muay Thai with hands and you don't want to respond, you have to clinch, or you have to get out of dodge and get on your feet and move around.
Ray is finding little pockets of space to get these knees up. But it's the hands are the difference maker right now for Walsh.
Absolutely. So Walsh seems the natural aggressor. If he keeps doing what he's doing and doesn't overcommit his chin into anything, he's going to win this round again.
And with the greatest of respect to Ray, he's covering up quite a bit early when Walsh is advancing, which is then giving Walsh that little bit of time to download the data and find the gaps.
Yeah, absolutely. But we can also see is even if Walsh gets tired, he has the confidence of going forward and dictating the pace. There's a huge amount of confidence in knowing that every time I step forward, you step back.
Yeah.
He's dictating his breath, he's in control, whereas we see Ray now having to, everything is a consequence of what Walsh is doing.
Nice teep there from Ray, but Walsh is able just to sneak that shin underneath the elbow. Did that a couple of times, and that is going to pay dividends going into the third round. Burn clearing the corners. And it's always interesting when you see this dynamic. We believe that one fighter is up 2 rounds. It's always interesting to see how the fighter who needs to win the fight goes. A little bit of a slip there.
And I think we have a bit of a mouse on. Do we have a mouse on?
Again, it's the boxing and movement of Walsh that I'm finding so impressive.
Yeah. I think even tonight, the last few fights, we've seen a significant difference has been, I would say, the background.
Oh! Still has that one-hitter quitter left in him. Now, if anything, that might have just angered Walsh.
That seems to be his move, the spin kick. He may have came from a different martial art.
Taekwondo-esque.
Yeah, it's not a natural thing to do in Thai boxing. So it's great on these Deliverance shows. We do get these highly skilled amateur fighters with a strong martial arts background, whether it's boxing, taekwondo, karate, or a different style of kickboxing.
Work in the clinch being done here, but surely Ray's going to want that separation to try and land something considerably definitive in this final round.
The problem with a kicking style, like Ray seems to be comfortable throwing spin kicks and high kicks. The problem is it takes too much energy, and at this stage in round 3, he'd need to be very explosive.
Walsh just looking to land some pinpoint knees here. And separation, I think, would be the best thing for both fighters. But every time on the break, you can see Walsh isn't happy just to step back and reset.
Yeah,
he throws something right away. He keeps something in the face of his opponent.
And as we see the fights go on tonight, we see these 3 rounds move to 5 as it goes pro. And it's a different strategy altogether. You can't afford to burn out in rounds 1 and 2. You have to be able to...
We'll actually see a marked difference in the approach as we progress.
Yeah, you have to taper that energy.
But the only real knock I can have on Walsh right now, he's landing some beautiful shots, but especially in the closing stance of that third round, there was an uppercut all day long there as the fatigue was setting in and Ray was leaning forward just a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, that's me being hypercritical for the sake of being hypercritical.
No, I think you could see from...
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. What a fight they put on for us. After 3 rounds, we once again go to judges' scorecard.